Hey everybody, Kingsville Volunteers. Welcome to tonight, 2023 Kingsville Highlights EMS edition. We took a few months off, but now we're back at it. Here we go there, Cam.
So, what's up guys? My name's Cameron Pottles. I'm an EMT here at Kingsville Volunteer Fire Company. Today we're going to go over some ways to move patients. Right here we got the orthopedic backboard, otherwise known as the scoop stretcher. And this is going to be used for patients that are in quite inaccessible areas or people who have broken their pelvis. We suspect who've broken their pelvis. Over here we have the Reeves, and that is going to be used for people who we think is best to be moved on a prone or a supine position, meaning face up or most of the time face up, sometimes face down depending on the situation. But then over here we have the stair chair, which Scott's going to explain.
This is the stair chair. This is my favorite tool. This is used for getting people out of their dwellings, either if they're the second floor, the basement. It's got a lot of functionality. All the handles move around for leverage. There's also, if you're going to turn this here, we got some fancy kind of tank tracks on the back, which make it really easy. Instead of us having to carry a patient all the way down the stairs, we can actually deploy these tracks and wheel them down instead. It's a lot easier on our backs.
We're going to take a few minutes just to introduce everybody else, and then we're going to jump into it.
I'm Nate. I'm one of the EMTs here on 45.
Hi, I'm Chase. I'm one of the firefighters here.
I'm also Nate. I'm a firefighter EMT.
Thanks all for tuning in. We hope you get something out of it tonight. We understand not everybody's always to come up here on a daily basis. So as a nice little refresher, we just want to go over some of the equipment we have that you might commonly be seeing on calls. Again, medics number one, we want to take care of it and we want to continue to train. I can't thank everyone enough for their passion and dedication. So tonight, stay tuned.
This is the stair chair. It's found in the back right compartment of the medic unit. So go ahead and deploy the stair chair. You're going to want to remove these front buckles here like so. After that, just slide them off to the side. Grab the seat and just push out. It might take a little bit of force. Once you get it out, this stair chair is now safely deployed. You go ahead and put your patient on here and buckle them up. But before we do that, there's a couple of things that we need to know. First, anything in red is going to move something. For example, this little lever here is going to pull out the handles that you would use to lift a patient up. This string here is going to pull up the leverage bar for when you want to go down the stairs. And this is commonly used with the tracks, like so. Now you can grab this, pull it back. On the lower area here, we've got brakes. There's one for each wheel. And then on the front here, Cameron, if you'd like to show.
Sure, so these guys, they pull out like this, and this allows you to get some leverage whenever you're going down steps, whenever you're going up steps, whenever you need some more leverage on the chair. These come out, they allow you to have more of a stable force behind it.
And then we also have the footrest here that will have the patient place their feet on so that we don't get kicked in the face. Once we have a patient come on here, so actually, Nate, if you'd like to be our patient. So we get Nate in here, and we'll buckle him in just like we would on a real call.
Gonna go over your shoulders. Keeping your arms in. And that way, all the appendages stay in. We don't have to worry about injury. We don't have to worry about anybody falling, and stability can be kept the entire time.
Right, so when we do come up to the stairs, a couple of things are going to happen. First, we're going to make sure that the patient's legs are out there on that footrest. The leverage bar here has already been extended with those red buttons, thanks to Cam. I'm going to go ahead, if I'm on the back side, is to lower these bars here. Go ahead and deploy the tracks by squeezing this bar against this black handle, pulling them out, making sure that they click so that they're nice and stable. And then you can grab the string, pull up, and slide this bar all the way. And then I just like to push it down to make sure that it's clicked. Now, as the rear operator of the stair chair, I'm able to tilt this back while Cameron is spotting down the stairs. And then we can use these tracks, get them nice and firm on the steps, and go down nice and slow. And then after you're done with the stair chair, the thing that trips a lot of people up is this red handle here is actually going to be what's going to collapse the stair chair. So go ahead and grab that, and then grab the front of the seat, and then just pull together. Afterwards, you're going to want to go ahead and buckle these in, make sure that the footrest is tucked up nice and neat, and once this is buckled, it can go back into the rear compartment of the medic.
All right, everybody, thanks for continuing to tune in. What you're going to see is simply a training demonstration on the utilization of the stair chair. Stay tuned.
Hey, well, we're gonna get some help to get you out of there.
Sounds good.
Dispatch Mandible 485. We need some manpower.
Engine 481's arrived.
Hey everybody, how can we help? We need some help getting this gentleman out of the chair and into that route to the medic.
No problem. I'm going to start working on the buckles. There we go. Alrighty, sir. What we're going to have you do is we're going to have you stand up and transition right over to this chair, okay?
You can use me for some assistance, okay?
There you go.
Perfect.
Excellent. We're going to put some seatbelts on you, okay?
All right.
And make sure you don't reach out when we take you down the stairs. Your arm. It's gonna be a little snug, okay?
Right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these buckles. There you go. All right, everybody good? All right, pull him out just a little bit. I'm gonna pull these handles out. All right. Nate, go ahead and back up.
First up.
I got
These
you.
are locked.
Wonderful.
All right, I'm gonna pick him up just a little bit. Let's get it center. All right, hold on. Ready to lean back?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Resleeve, it's a big foldable, like backboard almost, found in the back of the medic compartment where the backboards are. Set it up, it's very easy. Go ahead and set it down wherever either on the patient's bed or the house. Open it up, you're gonna unfold the flaps. Reeves is the head, the blank side is the bottom. Move the straps out of the way, and then this basically has little boards in it, and the rest is all flexible. You're gonna go ahead and fold this in. This is gonna go under the patient, and then the patient's gonna lay down in the center. Each strap goes over the patient, one on the chest, one in the middle, and one over the legs. This secures the patient to the Resleeve. And what this is used for is normally to get people out of really tight areas where we cannot normally fit a stair chair or a regular sized backboard. You have handles on each side, 2 for the head, 2 for the abdomen area, and 2 for the legs. Normally you want to have at least 2 to 3 people on the Resleeve. And basically just lift. It kind of burritos the patient in, just like this, whenever you lift. And yeah, that's a tool for tight situations. And normally we'll have a sheet on top to keep somewhat clean and disinfected, but this always gets wiped down before every use.
So, sir, what's going on today?
I fell and 2 weeks to get back up.
2 weeks to get up. How long have you been on the ground for?
8 hours?
8 hours. All right, yeah, we can get you some help for sure. Dispatcher man before 45, can you send us an engine for manpower? So this gentleman's been on the floor for about 8 hours. He needs help getting up and onto the stretcher.
Okay, no problem. Alrighty. Sir, we're going to explain to you what we're going to do, okay? This is a device that's going to get you out and you don't have to do anything, okay? Let us do the help for you. Alright. Cam, go ahead and call the action.
Sure, so I'm gonna lift him up a little bit on an angle. You guys are gonna slide it underneath.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of curl this right underneath. Alright, that way we can go underneath the patient. Alright, communication always is important with this and as well to make sure everybody's on the same page. Alright, alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and roll this up. Alright, you good up there, Nate?
Yep.
Okay. Scott, you're going to call the commands.
That sounds good. Okay, we're gonna roll them on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Up underneath. Alright, let's check the back real quick. Back's clear.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay. And we're gonna roll them back down on 3.
Scott, you
Ready?
got the command?
1, 2, 3.
All right, now we can shift him and center him onto the board.
Alright, I'll hold the stretcher.
You're gonna grab his legs, he's gonna hold stretcher, and you can just. Alright, we're gonna move him, we're gonna slide him down to the right and then back up. Alright, ready? Okay. Down on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then back up again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Fantastic. You get his legs
So we're going to
centered.
bring your legs together. We're going to put some seatbelts on you, okay?
Alright.
Keep your arms in while we pick you up.
And keep this up on his pelvis.
Alright. And now they're
Take a
ready
deep
for
breath in for me,
package.
sir. All right, you're good to go.
Alright, that's it.
Over here, the orthopedic stretcher. This is going to be used for patients who we believe suffered a pelvic fracture, or for patients who are in inaccessible areas for a normal backboard. So the components of this are really simple, but really cool at the same time. Okay, you got 2 interlocking pieces here, and they're basically going to be separated by this little lever right here, made of metal. You want to pull this lever back, and then you're gonna pull this board out, and that's how it disconnects at this end. Now, if you follow me over here to the other end, this part's away from the camera, so it's harder to see, but it's gonna be the same thing. It's just on the other side, and now you have two separate pieces. Okay, so whenever you have somebody who you may think have broken their hip or their pelvis, you're gonna come underneath the patient with one half of the board and scoop them, which is why it has the name scoop stretcher. And then you're gonna come in from the other side and you're gonna collapse it and lock it, so that way they're centered and on a stretcher. And from there, we can pick them up, put them on a normal stretcher, and we can put them in the back of the medic unit, or depending on the situation, we can move them out of the inaccessible area and a lot of other things.
All right, everybody, so what we're going to go over now is simply the operation of the scoop stretcher, how we're going to go ahead and deploy it, and then I'm going to turn it over to Cam and Scott.
Yep, so like I said in the previous part of the video, we're going to use that latch that was located on the outside here, and we're just going to disconnect it. And that way we can get up underneath the patient and scoop them literally up with the stretcher.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in to Kingsville Highlights 2023 EMS edition. Again, simply what we wanted to go over tonight was the operation of some of the most basic equipment that we'll be utilizing on calls. We try to have some fun with it to show you more realistically how it would be used involving a patient. And I'm going to turn it over to everyone else in case you want to say anything, and if not, have a great night.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. You know, it's great to have you here to see how some of our equipment works. So next time you see us on calls and you see us using this type of stuff, you understand what we're doing and why we're doing it.